What is good, guys, man? This is the same day, part two. He survived a Diddy party, part two. If y'all have not watched part one, the comment is in the comments down below. You know what I'm saying? Hit the subscribe button, follow the social medias. Let's get back into the Diddy party, man. It's crazy, man. If you didn't watch part one, go watch it right now.
Shit, and this shit is murderous, right? And so I hear, so I come out the bathroom and I see who it was. Now, all I'm gonna say is he's a rapper and an actor. Do with that what you will. And so he's like, you so and so's artist that was about to sign with so and so. And he's like, man, let me hear. So I pull out the MP3 player and let him hear the song, right? And so he's like, he listens to the song for about 8 seconds. He's like, oh, I want that song. I'll buy that song right now tonight. So he like, hey, he grabbed one of his dudes. He's like, hey, go find my money, man. He over in the atrium. Tell him.
Excuse my language, but somebody definitely trying to get some cheeks. Somebody definitely trying, you know what I'm saying, to make something happen. 8 seconds? They ain't even worried about the music. They worrying about something else, man. And the way he explained it just seems dark, demonic, and everything, all of the above, man. I would have been there left. Let's get back into it.
I'm in the bathroom telling him to come back with the money. And so I'm like, why would he? What? So he grabbed dude by his shoulders, bring him close to him, kiss him on his forehead, and go tell the dude to run off. And I'm like, you just let a grown man kiss you on your forehead and you ran off to do what he said? I'm like, where y'all niggas from? Like, what was happening back there, I'm telling you, it was crazy, right? So we come out, I go out the bathroom. So as I come out the bathroom, dude that trying to sign me, he's standing there. He's like, hey, come here, I want to meet you, show you some people. And so dude that come out the bathroom, he like, hey, I'm trying to, work some business, da da da. He like, no, this my artist, So they like, wait, arguing. And then here come the host of the party, right? So he come in, doing all that, he do. They all, in like a circle talking, right? Now, they're in the circle talking, and then he's like, yeah, this is my artist, da-da-da-da, I'm about to sign him. And he like, I got a few people here. So he had another artist that was with him, the host. Now, this artist actually ended up coming out, right? And he was actually nice, had a couple hits, you know what I'm saying? What happened that night, I don't care what that nigga, I don't care what he did for the rest of his career. Like, what he did that night, yeah, I ain't, let's get into it. The host is like, what I'm saying, let's go hit some cigars, da-da-da-da-da. So they go over to the cigar spot. He do like, come on, what I'm saying? So now we in a little cigar spot. Now it's probably only about 8 or 9 dudes in here at this point, and they hitting cigars. Now the host in there, he capping, like, it ain't cap because it's him, you know what I'm saying? Because he probably do, all this stuff and whatnot. But he just like, I got power, I got money, I got respect. The industry is mine, you know what I'm saying? I got Martha Stewart out there doing lines off a random nigga's chest right now. Now, I ain't see that, but I did see Martha Stewart. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, he going in just like, da-da-da-da, I can make anything happen. So, the artist dude, he was about to sign, and me, we was standing next to each other, and we just listened to him what he was talking about, right? And so, everything he was saying, the artist dude kept co-signing, kept saying like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, my man, you know what I'm saying? Some old New York shit, son. And so I'm sitting there, I'm high off ecstasy, I'm high off coke, I got diarrhea, my stomach's still blue. I'm just like, man, I'm sweating, you know what I'm saying? I'm just sitting here because I'm like, man, I'm gonna get this record deal, you know what I'm saying? In my head, I'm gonna get this record deal. So then, dude, the host like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I can make anybody do anything because this life is what everybody want. And I got the keys to the castle. You know what I'm saying? I got the control. And he like going off. And so he look at dude and he point. He like, yo, suck my man's dick right now. And I'm like, he definitely not pointing at me, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you hear him talking to you. And it was the dude next to me, the artist dude that he was trying to sign. And so the dude hear him say that and he started laughing. He like, you're so son.
And as soon as I would have heard that, I would have left. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out where he going with this because once I've heard that, I would have left. But I'm pretty sure they probably didn't know nothing. They probably thought he was telling a joke or whatever the case may be. As soon as I would have heard that, I would have straight left. Man, they on some freaky stuff, man.
And so as he's, laughing, everybody else, sort of like hitting their cigar and looking like intently. Ain't nobody laughing. Like they know, what I'm saying? They done seen this shit before. And so they quiet. They like, listening. And so he like, the host, he like, man, hurry up, suck this nigga's dick. Like, hurry up, come on, suck this nigga's dick. And so dude like real hesitant, to do it. And I'm sitting there like these niggas like listening intently, and I'm like appalled. I'm like, nigga, you really considering sucking this nigga's dick? Like what's about that? What I'm saying? Where you from? So, so the host had like a personal man, like butler type situation. So the butler start clearing people out, like, hey, scoot over, da da da. And the butler pulls out a duffel bag full of money. And he's like, I'll give you $100,000 right now. You suck this nigga's dick right now. And so I'm like, ain't no way. Not I. So dude like looking intently at the bodyguard dude. And he like staring at him. He was like really considering like, I'm gonna suck this nigga's dick. And I'm like, no. In my head, I'm like this. I'm like, no, you're not gonna, no, you're not gonna do it. No, buddy, no, run. Get out of here. Skedaddle. So the dude like starts walking towards the bodyguard to suck his dick. And so the bodyguard started leaning back, relaxing his shoulders and shit, and started like, poking his midsection out like to get his dick sucked. And so the dude like started taking a knee to get down to suck this nigga's dick. I'm high right now, and I'm just like, am I in the Twilight Zone? Is this shit really happening? And so he unzipped his zipper and look, listen, I know dicks come in all shapes and sizes and all kinds of, weird and amazing and craziness comes with dicks. But when I tell you this nigga had the most frightening dick I've ever seen in my life, I was, to this day, like, I sometimes, like, what the, what I'm saying? Because this nigga's dick traumatized me. For one, it was about the size of a fucking baby hip. Like, it was huge. Like, and he dropped that motherfucker down and it just like had weight to it. Motherfucker felt like bam. And it was covered in hair and veins, and it was a white dude too. I mean, it was like just all hair all the way down the shaft, like hair on the tip. Like, I'm not talking like a little bit of hair. I'm talking like an elephant trunk. Like, I mean, like a prehistoric elephant trunk. Like, it was just ugh. And the dude was like, he got on his knees and he reached up under the shaft and he like lifted it up. As soon as he like touched it and put his hands up under it and started to lift it up, the dude started getting hard. And so I'm like, nigga, you about to suck a hard prehistoric elephant trunk? You no. So the thing, it get closer and closer to his mouth, get closer, and he like.
I'm getting traumatized by even listening to this, man. I was not expecting an ending like this, but let's get back into it, man. I'm ready for it to be over with.
Literally got it like right there in his mouth. And then the host like, oh man, you ain't gotta suck that nigga's dick, man. You ain't gotta, nah man, we just fucking with you, nigga. And so everybody bust out laughing except me. So I'm like looking at that nigga, I'm like, nah. It don't matter what they talking about, nigga. You can't hit rewind. You still had that nigga's dick in your hand. You was about to suck that nigga's dick. No violation. I was spent. Like, and Bobby came up to me on the next. He was like, man, this shit crazy, ain't it? I was like, man, I don't want this life. I don't want this life at all. If this is what happened behind the curtain all the time and y'all niggas comfortable with this, I'm cool. And so the dude, he get up off the ground and, everybody like hitting him on his shoulder like, oh man, that's crazy. You was about to suck that nigga's dick. And they laughing it off. They handing him some, some money, some water, And I'm like, every time I hear this man's records to this day, I feel like, yeah, you was about to suck that nigga's dick. Baby, I can't dance to this. Now I said, listen, ain't nothing wrong if that's what you do. But to be forced to do it, not even forced, you did that for power and money. Now, people have done less. Don't get me wrong. It's niggas who done suck dicks for Happy Meals. So, I get it. But what he be rapping about, the lifestyle he have, no, violation. No, not I, said the king. So, I turn around, I start walking out. So dude trying to sign me. He like, where you going, fam? Where you going? I'm like, fam, this ain't for me, man. This ain't for me at all. And he like, cuz, come on, dog. This, you know what I'm saying? It's just games, you know what I'm saying? Nah, man, y'all be back here doing this shit for real, for real. He like, man, you about to walk away from all of this? You can have all of this. You can have a record deal tonight, nigga. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Your record be on MTV in the next month. I'm like, I got a good job. I got a family. I got a life I love. I respect my life. I can do it another way. And I walk out. Bobby come chasing me. He like, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? You about to leave? I was like, yeah, man. Da-da-da-da-da. He like, man, well, hey, you never in Atlanta, hit me up. Da-da-da. And you know what I'm saying? I'm like, cool, bet. That was the first time I went to a white party. The second time, I'm just gonna tell you, I got arrested. But I say all that to say this. With all the stuff that came out in the last 6 months about, you know, that person, what y'all gotta understand is it was so many celebrities back there that were cool with the lifestyle and the things he did to entertain them, the parties, and who he was as a person. I'm just gonna say it's not isolated. There's more people involved, and you know, when you get caught, you do be the one that everybody think of, but y'all need to think of everybody when y'all think of him, because the access and the amount of people that was back there, and the, you know, this is just one party. It's been hundreds, it's been thousands of them. So I'm just gonna leave that out there and let y'all deal with that. But that's just one of my wild and crazy stories. I see you in the next.
Y'all heard it here first, man. I know it ain't just him. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely somebody else behind that, man. But I ain't gonna lie, that ending traumatized me, man. You know what I'm saying? But y'all comment down below exactly what y'all think about this, man. And listen, man. In my videos, I always say, stay inspired, stay motivated, stay grinding, man. Put God first, man, because everything that glitter is not gold. I'm out of here. Peace.